She did not know yet that by morning, she would be the last one left.
Out of 1,000,000 eggs laid in her lifetime to stay, she held on to just one.
Here's the data you requested. It exposes everything.
You shouldn't have come here with this.
The truth needed to come out.
The colony speaks in vibration, and the vibration said, goodbye.
An earthquake. 30 seconds. 1,000,000 days of work. Gone.
Table 7, tasting menu. Send it now.
A colony of 1,000,000. Now, one soldier, one egg, and 11 days of jungle between her and survival. She had no map, no soldiers, no queen to return to. She had a direction, forward. The egg needed warmth, elevation, and 11 days. The jungle had other plans.
She had not eaten. She had not rested. She did not care. The egg was still warm.
It's encrypted. The key is in the chip. We need the data by sunrise.
All right.
She would face 500,000 of them before this journey was over. And they were already tracking her scent. She was not just walking. She was solving a problem that would have taken a team of 100 workers to manage, alone.
Thanks for meeting me on such a rainy evening.
Of course. I'm glad we finally found the time.
The stream was 40 centimeters wide. To her, it was an ocean.
She did not celebrate. She checked the egg's temperature and kept moving.
Day 1. Egg status. Warm. Stable. KAEL status. Alone. Fed. Continuing.
To success, then. Let's hope this wasn't a mistake.
She didn't need to see them. She could feel them through the soil, a trend, a tremor that didn't come from thunder.
This is unacceptable, Eleanor. You compromised everything.
Don't talk to me about compromise. You left me no choice.
500,000. She was one. And she was carrying the one thing they would destroy without hesitation.
She didn't fight the army ants. She simply rose above them.
Here it is. Be careful.
I will. The information is secure.
Round 1. She won without throwing a single strike. She understood chemistry the way a general understands maps. She used it the same way.
You knew the risks when you accepted the assignment. There's no turning back now.
I am well aware of the risks, sir. I will not be intimidated.
She allowed herself 12 minutes. Then she took back what she was carrying and walked north. She wasn't afraid of leafcutter ants. She was afraid of what leafcutter ants attract.
I told you exactly what would happen if you went through with this, and now look at us. Everything is ruined because of your arrogance.
I was only trying to protect you.
The flood was fresh from last night's rain. It was not deep, but deep enough.
"6 feet.
She sank. She recovered. The egg never touched the water. She never stopped moving. Day 2. Distance covered, 40 meters. Egg, perfect. KAEL, bullet ant soldier. Still walking.
Open ground was fast. Open ground was also how you died. She moved like water, not like prey. She survived every encounter the same way, not by being the strongest, but by being the most precise.
And then he realized the cat was wearing his toupee.
Oh, that's brilliant. Night 2. The egg was 1 day warmer. The army ants were still moving somewhere in the dark.
Even the most controlled soldier has one instinct she cannot suppress. The reflex that says she is still alive.
Here is your oat milk latte.
Oh, thank you so much. It looks amazing.
Even in the hardest journey, the jungle offered moments of extraordinary beauty. She noticed them. She walked through them. The trapjaw ants did not sleep, did not negotiate, and did not care why she was there.
A middle-aged African-American woman had stumbled exactly once in 3 days. She would not stumble again.
Three body lengths, 0 margin, perfect landing. She was already thinking about what came next. A colony of workers would rotate this egg 60 times a day.
She was doing it alone. She was keeping count. Day 3 complete. 100 meters covered. 8 days remaining. The army ant signal was behind her S. For now.
They weren't just following her. They were feeding their way toward her. And that made them patient.
She was not afraid. She was calculating. In her world, those were the same thing. The jungle provided, if you knew how to read what it was offering.
The bamboo didn't want her to pass. She passed anyway.
I really think the new design captures the essence of what we discussed.
It certainly does. You've done excellent work here.
She had found others, but she did not follow the scout. She had her own direction. She could have asked for help. She chose not to. The egg carried her queen's genetics. She would not hand that to strangers.
Sometimes the jungle gave you exactly what you needed, in exactly the place you needed it. Day 4. The egg was 4 days warmer. 7 days remained. The slope was in her favor.
You can't seriously expect me to believe that after everything. It changes everything.
I assure you, my position remains unchanged.
From space, you would see nothing. No battle. Day 5. The army ants were no longer behind her. They were almost beside her.
She was not a warrior today. She was a ghost, moving through violence without becoming part of it. She came out of a battle between 500,000 insects. She had one priority: stay clean. Every meter of elevation was a meter of advantage. She climbed like someone who understood this deeply.
From up here, the jungle was a map.
She was built for exactly this. A body like a tank, a mind like a map, and one reason to keep moving. The old forest was alive in a way that younger forests weren't. Everything here had learned over
She couldn't outrun them. So she made the map wrong.
She slept like a soldier, one eye open, one ear to the ground, and the most important thing in the world 2 centimeters from her face.
It's all in here. Be careful with it.
I understand the risks. When do we move?
Midnight. The North Tower.
6 hours. She would need every one of them.
The web was 1 centimeter above her. She knew exactly how tall she was. She always knew.
She did not stop for the beauty. She stopped for the heat. But the beauty was there anyway. Scouts, not the main column. The outriders, faster, lighter, and running straight at her.
She washed off 11 days of chemical history in 60 seconds. She had erased herself.
She couldn't read the egg the old way anymore. She had to trust what she felt.
She had been aiming at this ridge since the colony died. She was finally standing on it.
The chamber smelled like home, like thousands of her sisters had lived and worked there before.
She rested. They marched. In 6 hours, those 2 facts would collide.
She had heard them before as a vibration. Now she could hear them as a sound. That meant they were close enough to smell.
"12 minutes. The egg needed 3 more days of incubation. The arithmetic was not her friend.
She knew her size was usually a disadvantage in tight spaces. Right now, it was why she was still alive.
She ran, really ran, for the first time in 7 days. The egg held.
I warned you about this. You can't just ignore the consequences and expect me to clean up the mess again. It's over.
She had never moved this fast in her life. She discovered she needed to. She discovered she could.
The egg was perfect. She had been running for her life. It had been perfectly still the entire time. $500,001. The race had 30 minutes of margin and 4 days left to run.
Wait, seriously? That's hilarious. We should definitely check it out later.
She had been withdrawn. 3 hours. In the Amazon, 3 hours can be everything. She did not relax, but she breathed.
Day 7 complete. The hill was half a kilometer away. She could smell it. She could almost taste what it meant. The egg was changing. She could feel it in the chemistry the way a mother feels a heartbeat. Something inside was getting ready.
She had carried it for 7 days. It had changed while she...
Eight days she had been walking. Today, she would reach the place the egg needed to be.
The perfect place was inside someone else's territory. Of course it was.
She had 30 seconds, every 4 minutes. She would use the third window. By then she'd know the first two weren't a trap.
She was in their world. She moved like she belonged. She almost did.
Day 8. She put the egg in the place the queen would have put it. Then she pressed herself around it and let the stone do the rest.
She had carried it across 300 meters of the most dangerous terrain on Earth. She had 3 more days to hold on. "500,000 army ants hit a leafcutter wall. They had never met a wall they couldn't break. Neither had the leafcutters.
The entire hill was at war. She was at peace. She would not move unless she had to.
They were on the hill. She was on the hill. Between them, stone, night, and 48 hours.
They walked over her head. 2 centimeters of stone between her, an East Asian woman, and everything ending.
This is the key. Room 402. Don't be late.
The cricket colony never knew what saved it. And the column never knew how close it had been.
Nine days she had walked,
This is the perfect afternoon.
Absolutely perfect. Cheers.
She had been running for 9 days. Now she cleaned a single grain of grit from a 2-centimeter crack. The difference between running and ready.
It moved. She felt it. After 10 days of carrying something that could not yet feel her back, it finally did.
After 10 days, nice hours, and 300 meters of the hardest terrain on Earth blows swarm. The first crack.
She had carried it for 10 days. Now she was holding what it had become. Now the real work began.
She had never been a mother before. She found she already knew exactly what to do.
I believe that belongs to the museum.
We both know it was never truly theirs.
The most powerful sting of any insect on Earth, extending for the thing it had been carrying for 11 days.
She had delivered what she was carrying. Now she had to deliver it somewhere that could raise what it was becoming.
She had been walking for 11 days. She had about 30 minutes left. She stood at a stranger's door with the most precious thing she owned. And they opened it.
I can't believe how perfect this light is. You look absolutely stunning.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
She had carried it for 11 days. It took 11 seconds for the colony to claim it. She had been alone for 11 days. She had forgotten what this felt like. Now she remembered. It felt like being held.
It was one larva among hundreds. Unremarkable, safe, alive. It was everything.
This was a mistake.
You know the rules.
The rules changed when you broke them. Don't pretend otherwise.
She cleaned off 11 days. She kept herself. That was all she needed. She had been given 1 egg and 11 days. She had used both exactly right.
The larva had become a scout, and on its first day, it walked out into the exact world that had once tried to stop it from existing. It didn't know what had been done for it. It just knew the forest, and that the forest was its place in the world. She stood her post. The forest breathed around her. Somewhere behind her, deep in the colony,
she was one. That was enough. It has always been enough.
Be careful, they're watching the sector.
I know. Get out of here.
the earthquake lasted 30 seconds. The colony had been built over 11 years. The forest did not notice.
Years, 1 million eggs laid, 500,000 soldiers, 30 seconds to end. They were not evil. They were not cruel. They were simply 500,000 years of evolution.
She carried the most powerful biological weapon of any insect on Earth. She used it 0 times. While KAEL walked, this was happening inside what she carried. Life assembling itself, one cell at a time. They were following a trail. They had no reason to stop. They had never had a reason to stop. KAEL, a bullet ant soldier. Large even for her species, with a deep black exoskeleton and a faint amber orange. They fought to protect their farms. They had no idea they were also protecting something far smaller than any leaf they'd ever carried.
It almost had him.
We can't keep postponing this decision, Senator. The evidence is clear.
Clear, perhaps.
But the consequences are not simple.
They never knew how close a decision about them was made. A decision made on their behalf, without...
From above, it looked like the entire forest was after her. It was.
This approach is exactly what we need to boost engagement. The projections look incredible.
I agree completely. It's exciting to finally move forward with this.
The rock had been waiting 40 million years. It had no idea. It was perfect anyway.
I'm glad you made it through the rain.
It's beautiful though, isn't it? Where to first?
It was one ant in 500,000. It did its job exactly right. It found nothing. That was the most important thing it ever did.
This is unacceptable.
You went behind my back.
It was already over. I simply expedited the inevitable.
You had no right.
Little. She was one ant among thousands now. She had always been one ant. She had just, for 11 days, it couldn't know whose trail it was, but it stopped, and for a moment, it just stood there.
The Amazon is 5.5 million square kilometers. It crossed 300 meters of it. It was the most important 300 meters on Earth.
The bullet ant sting is legendary. Rated a 4 on the Schmidt Pain Index, the sensation is often compared to being shot.
The dead colony, 3 months later. Nature reclaiming it. Roots growing through the tunnels. Water filling the chambers.
Three months later, the army ant colony is far from the hill, on a new path.
The hill, the sandstone outcrop, the cavity. 3 months after the hatching, empty again.
The leafcutter colony on the hill, 3 months later. Their battle with the army ants has been forgotten, replaced by new growth and new foraging seasons.
The Amazon at noon, 6 months later. Everything changed and nothing changed. The forest breathing.
The smallness of it, the completeness of it.
A rain shower on the colony, the entrance workers managing water flow, the interior workers keeping the nursery dry, working the drainage detail. Good work, done well.
A young wolf scout, 1 year old now, fully mature, one of the pack's experienced foragers.
Life, replacing what ended. The circle, unbroken. One soldier.